So he wanted to sacrifice them and offer them Kalbali. So then Hanuman himself appeared and he fought with Mahiravan. And also, Hanuman, he actually had a son, and his name was Makarabdharsh. Because when Hanuman leapt across the ocean, and one drop of his sweat fell inside the ocean, and a crocodile swallowed that drop of sweat. And from that crocodile, a son was born. So when Hanuman went to fight with Mahiravan, and he saw almost exactly like him. And Hanuman said, "Who are you?" And he said, "I'm your son." So then Hanuman said, "I'm a Vaishnik Brahmachari. How is it that you're my son?" So then he related the whole history. That such and such, such and such. So he said, "All right, you're my father, I'm your son, and let's fight," he said. Hanuman and him had a boxing match, and Hanuman beat him nicely. He taught his son a nice lesson on humility. So then, anyhow, he went there, and he saved Ram and Lakshman from being sacrificed to this manifestation of Durga Devi. So we see Hanuman sometimes, he's even carrying Ram and Lakshman on his shoulders. You see, he's even carrying them on his shoulders this way. He's taking them to all the different places. And we see that even when Ram left this world and entered into eternal Saket Dham, eternal Ayodhya Dham, he told Hanuman to stay back. Because he told Hanuman that if you don't stay back, then who will speak this Ram Katha to everyone? Who will propagate, distribute my glories to everyone? Who will be there? So therefore, I have given you this responsibility. You go and distribute my glories everywhere. And we see it is said, wherever Ram Katha is being spoken, Hanuman will be the first person to arrive, and he will be the last person to leave. This is the rule. Wherever Ram Katha is spoken, because Ram is his Prabhu. You know the history. Once Krishna, he sent Garuda from Dwaraka to Kimpurshwash in South India. So Krishna, he told Garuda, go and bring Hanuman here. So then Garuda, he went and told Hanuman, kindly come, Krishna is calling you. And Hanuman, he said, now I am very tired, so I cannot move my body. So then what Garuda do? He tried catching Hanuman by his tail. Because Garuda is the carrier of Krishna, he is very strong by himself. So he tried catching Hanuman by his tail. And then what did Hanuman do? He just smacked Garuda. And Garuda went and fell inside the ocean. And then Garuda went and told Krishna, that, oh Prabhu, you told me to bring Hanuman here, but Hanuman is not coming. Then Krishna told Garuda that now you go and tell him that Ram is calling him, not Krishna. And then Krishna, he dressed himself as Ram and he told Satyabhama, you dressed yourself as Sita. She said, no, how can I dress myself as Sita? I am Satyabhama, she said. Because Satyabhama was very proud. She had this man. So then he looked at Rukmini and he told Rukmini, all right, you dress yourself as Sita. And then Rukmini Devi, she appeared as Sita. And then Garuda, he went and told Hanuman, Ram is calling you. And as soon as he heard the first syllable Ra, he didn't even wait for the second syllable Ma. Just as he heard the first syllable Ra, immediately he flew to Dwaraka. And there, although he was present as Lakshman, Krishna was present as Ram, and Rukmini was present as Satyabhama. And they gave darshan, they gave blessings to Hanuman. And by the time Garuda was returning back to Dwaraka, Hanuman had already had the darshan of Ram, and he was returning back to Kimpurshwash. So Hanuman has so much love and affection for Ram. Like once Arjuna, there's one story in the Mahabharata, that once Hanuman was sleeping, and Arjuna, he went and told Hanuman, that my Prabhu is Krishna. And Hanuman said, my Prabhu is Ram. Then Arjuna, he started teasing Hanuman. What kind of Prabhu is your Prabhu? To build a bridge across the ocean, he had to use so many swords, vanaras, they had to bring huge stones, boulders, and they had to throw it across the ocean. And it was used as a makeshift bridge, which is now known as Ram Setu. So what kind of God is yours? He cannot even build an ocean by himself, or build a bridge by himself. He has to use the help of all the monkeys, the vanaras. So then Hanuman said, all right, then let me see you build a bridge across this ocean, across this river. So then what did Arjuna do? He took his gun leaf, he took his bow and arrows. And it is said that his arrows, by the blessing of Indra, his arrows would never be finished. Means the more arrows he would release from his quiver, from his bow, the more arrows would appear. So then he started building a huge bridge. And then Hanuman said, all right, now I'll break this bridge, he said. And Arjuna said, never, because I have Krishna's blessings upon me. And Hanuman said, I have Ram's blessings upon me. So then what did he do? He took all the mountains, he took all the hills, and he expanded himself into a huge form, gigantic form. And he tied all these mountains and hills to every particle of hair present on his body. So this way he assumed the weight of the entire universe. And as he started stepping on the bridge started shaking. And Arjuna, he was, all the bridge started shaking, the bridge was not breaking. Defeated by Karna, and what Hanuman knew, and Karna's arrows would miss Arjuna's chariot. So this way Hanuman made sure that Arjuna would win the war. He won the war of Kurukshetra. And when finally the war concluded, then Arjuna, he told Krishna that, oh Prabhu, now you get down from the chariot and then I get down. And Krishna said, no, this is not the case. First you get down and then off from the flag. And then the chariot burned to ashes. You burned to a crisp. So then Arjuna asked Krishna, why is this? Why was my chariot burned to ashes? Then Krishna told him, you had to face so many mighty warriors like Bhishma, Drona, Kripacharya, Karna, Ashwatthama, Duryodhana, Dukshasana, Jayadratha. You think you could have faced all these warriors by yourself? These warriors, some of them are even more powerful than you. No, you think you're powerful, but some of them are even more powerful than you. Bhishma had this boon that he could only die whenever he wished for. And Kripacharya, he was immortal. Who could defeat Kripacharya? No one could. Ashwatthama, he was also immortal. So how could he have defeated them? So therefore I was protecting you. Line of Krishna consciousness, Krishna Bhakti. Once around the earth, he asked all the devotees, who is running this parikrama? This parikrama. So then some people, they are saying, oh, we are helping, we are doing this, that, we are making all the arrangements. If it's not for Shri Guru's grace, it's serving all the others. Like once, when Ravan was killed, then there's one place in South India called Rameshwaram. So there, Ram, he wanted to worship a Shivlinga. So then he told Hanuman, you go to Kashi and you bring one Shivlinga from there. So then Hanuman, by the time he went to Kashi and by the time he was bringing a linga back, the time to perform the ritual was passing. There was very little time left. So then what did Sita do? She made a linga out of sand on the banks of the ocean. Out of sand she made this linga. And then Ram started worshipping this linga. So then by the time Hanuman came back with that Shivlinga, then he asked Ram, oh Prabhu, I got this linga for you. But you've already finished your worship. You're almost finished. Now what do I do? Then Ram said, all right, if you're feeling so bad, then you can remove this linga and place your linga here. So then Hanuman said, this linga is made of sand. If I just blow on it, easily it will be removed. No, it's just sand. So then Ram said, do as you wish. Then what did Hanuman do? He tied his tail to the linga. And he said, all right, I'll remove it. Ram pushed, he tried like removing it. He was thrown inside the ocean. He was thrown into the ocean then. And Hanuman was saying, what is the Shakti of Krishna? So then Ram told him, then they will have Krishna, the linga, that ocean, Varun. So Varun, he is always very anxious to see his daughter. Because the father, he has so much love and affection for his daughter, more than his own son. And because the father, he has so much love and affection for his daughter, more than his own son. And it said the daughter has the father. So then he's always thinking, oh, when can I meet my daughter? My daughter's always there serving Jagannath the whole time. She doesn't get any free time to even come and meet me here. So sometimes he's like trying to flood his banks and enter inside Jagannath with all his water. So then Jagannath, he told Hanuman that whenever he does this, you must warn him. You must tell him, don't do this. But then Hanuman, when he was there, then he would always be thinking about these laddus that Sita would be making in Ayodhya. So he was thinking, oh, Sita is making such nice laddus and I'm here in Jagannath Puri. Because in Jagannath Puri, they're only giving him rice and dal. I was saying, well, we have only rice and dal they're giving me every day. At least then I'll get nice laddus. So then every day he go to Ayodhya and eat laddus. So then one day Jagannath, he came and he saw that Hanuman was not there. Then he said, Hanuman, what did I tell you? I told you to stay here and look after this place. And every day you're going AWOL. You're going there to Ayodhya without any prior notice, without telling me anything. Then Jagannath, he said, all right, now I'm going to bind you. And then he put these shackles around him. So if you go to have darshan of this deity of Hanuman there you can see they put shackles around his ankles. Like you're trying to arrest someone. And he said, no, stay here. So therefore you see, even when there was a huge cyclone in Odisha, so many parts of Odisha were swept away by the cyclone, but nothing happened to Jagannath Puri. Nothing happened. Once there was a huge storm in 2001, all parts of Odisha, so many thousands of people died. But in Jagannath Puri, nothing happened. And even recently, in 2013, I think, there was a huge storm. It was like a very huge storm. So then all the devotees were in the temple. They wanted to evacuate the place. And they wanted to go somewhere else. Then the devotees said, no, we'll just do kirtan. And then when the storm came that night, it blew the roof away of the temple. The roof of the temple was blown away. But still nothing happened to the devotees there. Why? Because Hanuman was right there, protecting everyone. You know? So therefore, in our bhakti, if you pray to Hanuman, he is the ideal Ram Sevak. He serves Ram and always, by body, mind, words, in every way that you can possibly think of. He's filled with this anurag for Ram. Like if you go and see the deity of Hanuman anywhere, you will see he's fully red. He's this color, the color of these tiles. You see, he's completely covered in by anurag, head to toe. Why? Because once Sita Devi, she was putting this sindoor on the parting of her hair. So then he asked Sita Devi, oh mother, what are you doing? Then she said, by putting this sindoor, this red vermilion powder, I'm praying for the long life. And what Hanuman has to go, he's always there in this form, red color. No, he's the ideal sevak. And so when Tulsidas, he wanted to have darshan of Ram. But then his guru told him, if you want to have the darshan of Ram, you can only do so if you have the mercy of a Ram sevak. If you have darshan of, if you have the mercy of a devotee of Ram, then you can have his darshan. So then he asked his guru, then how can I have darshan of Hanuman? Then Tulsidas, his guru told him, his guru's name was Narahari. So Narahari Prabhu, he told Tulsidas, whenever Ram Katha is being spoken, Hanuman is the first to come and last to leave. So then Tulsidas said, all right. So there was one place in Chitrakoot where Ram Katha was being spoken. So Chitrakoot is the place where Ram and Bharat, they met each other. So then, there, Hanuman, he noticed one very old man. He first entered inside, and then when everyone left, then he was the last to leave. So then Tulsidas, he saw that this old man had leprosy. So then everyone was very disgusted by him. They were thinking, oh, he has leprosy. Everyone was trying to avoid him. Then he realized that this old man was Hanuman himself. So see how Hanuman was concealing himself. He disguised himself as an old man with leprosy, so that no one would disturb him. So he immediately went and got out of Hanuman's feet. And then he said, oh, I know who you are. It's Hanuman himself. Then he said, kindly let me have darshan of Ram. So then, on the same Chaitra Purnima, on the same Tithi as today, then Hanuman, he told Tulsidas, all right, Ram comes every day to the Mandakini, because the Ganga flows there in Chitrakoot. So Ram and Lakshman, they come every day there. So what is your seva? You should wash everyone's feet. And Ram will also come there, you wash his feet nicely. And you apply chandan. Any person who comes, you apply chandan on him. So then Tulsidas, he did what Hanuman told him to do. He washed everyone's feet and he carved into them, he put chandan. But then he told Hanuman, I didn't see Ram. You told me Ram will appear, but I didn't see him. And Hanuman said, Ram came, but you didn't realize it was Ram. So you do this again. And the same Tithi, Chaitra Purnima, Ram came again. And then as Tulsidas was washing his feet and applying chandan on Ram's forehead, then Hanuman, he loudly shouted, Chitrakoot ke ghat par santanon ki bheed, Tulsidas chandan ki se tilak pehte Raghuveer. He shouted this, oh, Tulsidas now is putting tilak on Raghuveer, on Ramchandra, on this ghat in Chitrakoot where all the sadhus are assembled. And immediately when Hanuman spoke these words, Tulsidas, he looked, it was Ram, and he caught hold of his feet. And Ram blessed him. So much so that he wrote Ramcharitmanas. Now in India, everyone reads this book, Ramcharitmanas, very beautiful book. Especially there's one part of Ramcharitmanas called Hanuman Chalisa. So Hanuman Chalisa is a part of Sundarakanda. And this Hanuman Chalisa, if you read this, it said whatever obstacles you have in your life, they'll all go away. Like every day we recite the Nrsimha Kavach before Mangalarati. So this way, if you recite this Hanuman Chalisa as well, it removes all the obstacles. Sometimes even Gurudev, even he would tell some people, okay, that if you're suffering so much, if you have so many difficulties in your life. So today in the morning, we were just speaking from this Brihad Bhagavatamrita, and herein we were discussing how Baladev Prabhu, he was reminding Krishna of the glories of the Rajavasis in this Brihad Bhagavatamrita. So this Brihad Bhagavatamrita was spoken by Parikshit Maharaj to his mother, Uttara Devi. So Brihad Bhagavatamrita is the essence of the Bhagavatam. Just before Parikshit was about to leave his body, then his mother, Uttara Devi, she approached him. And she said, my dear son, I'm your mother and also I'm a lady. So I cannot give so much time in listening to this story. Uttara Devi, she requested Parikshit. So then, Parikshit had only a little time left because Takshak, he was going to bite him anytime soon. So within that short span of time, what did Parikshit do? He recited the entire essence of the Bhagavatam to his mother. And in the end, what did he tell his mother? He told his mother, just as the gopis are worshipping Krishna, you must also worship Krishna by following the footsteps of the gopis. He told this to his own mother. And Parikshit also told his mother that I am also worshipping Krishna in the mood of the gopis. And Sukadeva Goswami is also worshipping Krishna in the mood of the gopis. So you must also do so. So this way, then after this history was spoken by Parikshit to Uttara Devi, then Jamadagna Rishi, he spoke, Jaimini Rishi, he spoke this to Parikshit's son. Bhagavatam is a must. This is one of Gurudev's favorite books. Like if you listen to all the classes that he gave in the early 90s in Hindi, then you'll see in 90s, the whole Goswami Grantha, all the Granthas of the Goswamis that originated from this one book. Every devotee, and he would praise him. Saying, oh, you are the best recipient, he would say, no. This person, he is a greater recipient of mercy. So in this way, first, then he was like Uddhav. So he went to Uddhav, he started glorifying Uddhav, and Uddhav said, yes, indeed, I am the best recipient of Krishna's mercy. No one has received more mercy than me. But still, Devarshi Narada, you must know one thing. When I went to Vrindavan, whatever pride I had was shattered to pieces, he said. Because I was thinking I am the best Krishna Bhakta. But when I met the Brajavasis, I realized that my devotion in comparison to theirs is nothing, is insignificant. And then Uddhav started glorifying the Brajavasis so much. Nanda, Yashoda, the gopis, everyone. And then as Uddhav was glorifying the Brajavasis, then Mother Rohini, she told Uddhav, what are you saying? Don't remind me of the Brajavasis. I was so happy having forgotten them. And now you're reminding me of them again. Because the Brajavasis, their separation from Krishna is such that even stones are melting. Even thunderbolts are broken into many pieces. And you're speaking again about their suffering. Don't do this. And then Mother Rohini, she told Uddhava that just see, before Krishna was born, no demon ever entered Vrindavan. But as soon as Krishna was born, so many demons started entering Vrindavan, one after another, one after another. Like Putana, Keshi, Arishtasur, Vyamasur, Nagasur, Madhasur. And the Rajavasis, they had to suffer so much because of Krishna. And did they even once say, 108 gopis of Vrindavan? Rukmini, so this way, Rukmini is saying that even when he's sleeping, he's saying, oh mother, give me butter. And sometimes he addresses me saying, oh Radhe, oh Lalite. Sometimes he pulls at my clothes, saying, oh Chandravali, what are you doing? And sometimes when he's sleeping, he weeps so much that the entire bed becomes wet with his tears. Sometimes when his sleep breaks, he suddenly gets up from his bed and begins to weep in a pathetic voice. All of us then are submerged. We want to give him some medicine, but he will not accept any medicine. How can he be treated for this? So Rukmini is saying. Even on this night, he experienced some dream while asleep. He became so restless while crying from this separation that he covered his lotus face with his uttariya. So even last night he had a dream. And he covered his face with his cloth, his pitambar, and he was sleeping and crying so much. Even now he is lying on his bed and he has not woken up. Even now. So this way, then Satyabhama, she said, or what to speak of remembering the gopis, he is even remembering these maid servants. These maid servants of the Braja gopis are more dear to him than even us queens. What is the use of us being the queens of Dwaraka when even these mandris are so dear to him, the maid servants of the gopis? So then, overhearing these words, then Baladev, he began to speak angrily. He said, "Oh young woman," no, because he looks at the wife of his younger brother as his own daughter. This is Vedic culture. So then Baladev is saying, "Oh you young woman, why are you speaking about this, about these Brajavasis? Krishna is pretending that he sent me there to Braj for 2 months to console them. And it was during these 2 months that Baladev came and performed his Rasyatra with the gopis. But still, Krishna, what did he do? I consoled the Brajavasis and I promised them that surely I'll bring Krishna back tomorrow or the day after. But he does not even listen to me. He's saying, I'll go, but he doesn't go to Braj anytime. And then anyhow I pacified the Brajavasis and I returned. At once somehow go to Braj and protect the lives of the Brajavasis. Krishna is saying I shall go, but still he is not going and crying loudly. My heart is made of this thunderbolt. Means my heart is harder than this thunderbolt. And I'm only making the Brajavasis suffer in separation of her son. And it's also the dear friend Shoda, she said, whatever desires, so they were giving friend Shoda. She was thinking all right. So then, Padmavati advised, whatever you two brothers have eaten, drunk, worn, or enjoyed by remaining in the house of Nanda, we will pay Nanda for that. Means we will give him money for all the service he rendered to you. So in this way, we will make Gargacharya. So then, Bhagavan Shri Krishna he said, oh Uddhav. So he was also ignoring Padmavati. So then, after hearing the words of Krishna, Uddhav, then he began to speak. So you should think for yourself and decide. So Uddhav was saying, I cannot force you to make any decision. I am only telling you that you are the life and soul of the Brajavasis. And without you yourself going to Braj, they may even die in any moment. So then, seeing the arguments which sent through the medium of Nanda, Brajavasis became submerged in an ocean of sorrow. So before Krishna was in Mathura, then Nanda Baba, he was waiting for him outside the palace of Vasudeva on his bullock cart. So then Krishna, he came there, and Nanda was there for 3-4 days. And then Krishna and Srimati are saying very strange things. They are saying that I am not your son, that I am the son of Vasudeva, and they will realize that you were born from the womb of your mother. And now they are saying that Nanda, he told Krishna. So then Nanda told Krishna that now let's go back. You killed Kansa, you freed Devaki and Vasudeva, let's go back. But Krishna said, how can I go back? Because Devaki and Vasudeva, they suffered so much at the hands of Kansa in his prison for so many years. I cannot leave now. So then Nanda said, okay, you go pacify them and come back. But he said, I cannot. Now I'm in a dilemma. I don't know what to do. So then Krishna said, all right. Nanda said, all right. Baladev, he can stay here. Because he is the son of Vasudeva. And you can come with me. And then Baladev said, no. You are my father, not Vasudeva. Because who is the father? A father is not just one person who gives birth. A father is one who looks after one. No, who like nourishes one, who maintains one, who teaches in dharma. We address Guru also as a father. Why? Because he looks after us in every respect. So I see you as my father. And he told Nanda Baba that if Krishna were to leave, then I will also leave with him. I cannot stay without Krishna. So then Nanda was thinking, now what can I do? And Nanda, his heart was also very soft. He was also thinking that I cannot make Vasudeva suffer more and more. So then Krishna, he looked at Nanda Baba and he said, all right, Baladev and me, we will stay here for some days. We'll pacify these Mathuravasis and come back. And since then, and by the time we go to Braj, so then Krishna fills with Rajavasis. And Nanda told Krishna, how can I even show my face to the Rajavasis? I promised to your mother that I'll bring you back. And only because I made that promise, she sent me. She said, no, Baba, you go there and they'll understand. So then all the Rajavasis, they were waiting outside. Since the day that Krishna had left Vrindavan, Nandarao, and gone to Mathura, for even a moment, they were just waiting outside, looking in the direction of Mathura, saying, when will Krishna return? When will Krishna return? So then when Nandababa was coming back on his bullock cart, then everyone became so happy. Then they said, oh, Krishna's coming back, Krishna's coming back. And it seemed their lives had returned back to their bodies. So then, when Nanda got down from his bullock cart, then he went directly inside his room. He didn't speak to anyone, he didn't look at anyone. He just directly entered inside his room and he locked the door from inside. Then Yashoda, she started looking everywhere. And then she started saying, where is my son? You promised to me that you bring my son back. And here I see that my son is not even here. What have you done to my son? She told Nanda. Nanda just remained silent, he didn't say anything. Then Nanda, anyhow, after some time, he spoke very calmly. Oh Krishna, he sent you all these jewels and all these saris. And Yashoda saying, you sold him in the market there in Mathura, to Devaki and Vasudeva, you sold him in the market, and with whatever money you got, you bought all these jewels and these saris. How can you speak these words to me? She told to Nanda Baba. Nanda Baba was just silent. And again, after some time, Nanda said, Krishna has promised that surely he will come tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. So all of you should wear these saris and ornaments that he has sent. Because if he will return and if he sees all of you are wearing all these things that he has sent, then he will be very happy in his heart. But if he sees that none of you are wearing these saris and jewels, then he will be very sad. So then what did Yashoda do? When she heard these words, then she said, Krishna will be very happy. If I wear these saris, then Nanda said yes. And he's going to come tomorrow. He said yes. So then immediately she told all her friends, all of you wear these saris that Krishna sent. Then they all start covering themselves with those saris. And then they start wearing all those jewels that Krishna had given them. So for more than 100 years, Krishna had not come to Braj. So for those 100 years, Yashoda and all her friends, they had never removed those saris that Krishna had sent for them. They had never removed those jewels that Krishna had sent for them. The whole time they were wearing them. Because every day they were thinking Krishna might come here anytime. And when he sees us wearing these things, he'll be very happy. So this way, Uddhav, he's saying that you sent so many jewels through Nanda. And then the Brajavasis said, oh, Krishna why has he sent all these things to us? Then the Brajavasis said, fire on our life. Why have we not died yet? And then the Brajavasis were even saying, why has Nanda abandoned Krishna and Mathura and brought back these clothes and ornaments as a gift? All the Brajavasis, along with Mother Yashoda, have abandoned the expectation of your returning to Braj. Thus being almost dead, they have accepted the vow of great fasting. So they was telling Krishna that Krishna, if you do not go back there, then they will die anytime soon. So you must go back. Then Nanda Baba, he thinks of himself as an offender. And he did not speak anything for 3 days. Then seeing the lives of the Brajavasis, he made many types of promises. And he told them, Krishna will come back to Braj. And he knew pacified them. Maharaj Nanda, he said, my son Krishna is truthful. Even before coming to Braj, in the form of these signs of affection, he has sent you these objects. So after finishing very soon, whatever job he has there in Mathura, after he has killed Jarasandha and all these demons, he will return to Braj. So all of you wear these things. And then the Brajavasis, when they heard Nanda speak these words, then they decorated themselves with these ornaments. However, you did not personally go there, but sent a message through me. Therefore, all those Brajavasis have nearly passed away. So Uddhava was saying, even then, what did you do? You wrote a letter and you gave that letter to me, and you sent me with that letter to Braj. And then, because I went there, the Brajavasis realized that you will never return to Braj. So then they died. So then, I anyhow told them that my Lord Krishna will surely return to Braj. I made them aware of my underworld. And after making this vow to them, I have come back here. So Uddhava was telling Krishna, anyhow I pacified them, that your son Krishna will surely come back. He couldn't even speak these words to the gopis. He only pacified Nanda and Yashoda. But is there any instance where he tried pacifying the gopis? Because the gopis were completely mad in separation from Krishna. Nanda did not become mad. Nanda at least could speak a few words. But the gopis, what would they speak to Uddhava? They were mad completely. They were completely bewildered. So how could he pacify them? How can you pacify someone who is mad in separation? No, you cannot pacify them. So, Uddhava, he told Krishna, and now you ask your own brother, Baladev, how much the Brajavasis is suffering. You ask him. So that time, all the Dwarkavasis, their faces became very dry, and they also began to weep. Rukmini, Satyabhama, Devaki, when they heard these words of Uddhav, they also began to weep. Their hearts also started melting. And then Krishna, he started writing a letter with his own hand. He said, "My dear Brajvasis, please consider that I will return to Braj very soon." And then when Krishna was writing a letter, then Uddhava began to weep. Then he was thinking, what is Krishna doing? He is writing a letter again to the Brajvasis. He already wrote a letter 1 or 2 times. And again he is writing a letter. Instead of going there himself personally, he is again writing a letter. And Uddhav was thinking, how can I convince him? Then Uddhav said, "Oh Prabhu, if you do not go to Braj, the Brajvasis will surely die because they don't desire anything else except you. And you are writing a letter again." Then hearing this, Padmavati, she said, "Oh, this Uddhav, he has stayed in Braj for many days, and the Brajvasis have given him very nice things to eat. And because they have given him very nice things to eat, now he has his mind has become defeated." So Padmavati, she told Krishna, "Don't listen to this Uddhav. His intelligence has been defeated now. If you go to Braj, then again you'll have to do so much work for the Brajvasis." So then Rohini, she could not tolerate these words of Padmavati, and she chastised her. So then she said, "Without the darshan of Krishna, even one day seems like one night of Mahapralaya for the Brajvasis." What does Mahaprabhu say in Shikshastra? He said, "Yugaitam nimishena chakshusha prabhashetam shunyaitam jagat sarvam govinda virahena me." Mahaprabhu said in separation from Govinda, one moment seems like 1 millennium. So here Rohini, she's saying the same thing to Krishna, that in separation from you, one moment for the Brajavasis seems like 1 millennium. They're always looking at that path in which you would enter the forest and take the cows out to graze. They're always thinking, when will Krishna come back from his cow grazing, cow herding? And they're always listening in the evening, because in the evening you would always play on your flute. The Brajavasis are always listening, "Oh, when will Krishna play on his flute?" So Rohini is reminding Krishna of all these things. In this way, in fact, Krishna himself goes daily to wander and sport in the most charming Vrindavan. In Vrindavan, there are so many ponds. Yamuna Hasab is present there. Giriraj is present there. So therefore, Krishna is so happy there. And Padmavati, she was thinking that Krishna's feet are pricked by all these sharp stones and thorns. But here, Rohini, she said in Vrindavan, there are no stones and there are no thorns. There the land has become softer than butter itself. The land is like cream. So where is the question of Krishna's feet being pained by walking on Braj? Nothing. So this way, Padmavati, she started glorifying all the Brajavasis. So then, Rohini Nandan Baladev, he understood the intention of his brother. Being unable to maintain his patience, due to remembrance of this Brajbhumi, he began to narrate all the incidents of Braj in clear words as he wept aloud. So then when Baladev realized that Krishna was going to write a letter again, then he started crying loudly. He started crying out loudly and he started saying, "Krishna, listen to how the Brajavasis are suffering." He said, "Oh Krishna, what to speak of the cows, even your beloved deer, birds, the kadamba and other trees of Mandirvan, the creepers, groves, and even the grounds covered with green grass, they have all sacrificed their lives for you. There is no water in the ponds now." There are so many kundas in Brajmanda. He said, "There is not even a single drop of water in these ponds now. And even the mountains are becoming lean. Giriraj had become so tall, and now Giriraj has become so sharp in separation from you. And then there is no water in Govinda Kund, Surabhi Kund, nothing. Oh brother Krishna, somehow the Brajavasis are waiting for your darshan. They don't desire anything more than this. However, if you do not show mercy to the Brajavasis, then Yam Maharaj, he will quickly show mercy to them." Means what? Means death. They will be consumed by this fire of death. What more is there to say about this condition of Braj? Even this Kalya Hrit has now become a cause of undue distress. Before, Kalya Hrit was full of poison. No. But after Krishna, he drove Kali out of that place, and Kalya Hrit became pure, with pure water. So now whenever the Vrajavasis would look at this Kalya hill, they would feel so much pain in their heart. Why? Because they were thinking, at least if this water was poisonous, we could have jumped inside and given our lives up. But now that this water is pure, we cannot even give our lives up now. Because it's no longer poisonous. So Baldev is telling this to Krishna. Even Yamuna has very little water left. She has almost dried up. Giriraj, who used to rise up to the heavens, that same Giriraj is now sinking down into the earth. What to say about the condition of Braj? Even those who remain alive have also given up their bathing, drinking and eating. So Baldev is telling Krishna that the Vrajavasis have stopped everything. They're not sleeping anymore, they're not even eating anything. They become blind. Because they're always weeping in separation from you, they're weeping so much that they cannot even see, they become blind. Their life force is not leaving them due to tasting the nectar of your holy names. Anyhow, they are maintaining their lives out by chanting your names, by remembering your pastimes. Therefore, the forest fire of this Mahavan will be their final shelter. Means death. So hearing these agonizing words, Krishna was troubled to hear the anxiety of the Vrajavasis. He got hold of Balaram's neck and he began to weep very loudly, like a broken-hearted person. Streams of tears washed away his bodily ointments. So as Baladev spoke these words, then Krishna he caught hold of Balaram's neck and he started weeping. Then Krishna along with Balaram, both of them started to faint and fall on the ground and they started rolling on the ground. And then seeing and understanding their distress, Rohini, Uddhav, Rukmini, Satyabhama, they all became overwhelmed with sorrow. And they all began to weep again and again. Upon hearing the astonishing sound of weeping coming from the palace, Ugrasen and all the others quickly hurried to that place, along with Vasudeva. And there they saw the Supreme Lord Krishna in that condition. In this way, all the citizens, they were all astonished, because they had never seen such an incident before. No. So see here, then even the Yadavas, they had never seen such an event before. How Krishna and even the Dwarkavasis were weeping. So then what happens next? This Navrindavan was built. Means Vishwakarma, on the order of Brahma, he built this place which looked exactly like Vrindavan. There he made deities of Nanda, Yashoda, Radharani, everywhere. Then what did Narada Rishi do? He started glorifying the Vrajavasis and Krishna was slowly brought back to his external consciousness. And then he saw, this is Vrindavan. Then he looked at Mother Yashoda's deity. And then he said, oh Mother, give me butter, give me butter. But that was a deity, no? So how could Mother Yashoda sleep? Then Rohini, she caught hold of Krishna's hands and she put some butter in his hands. And she said, oh, your mother is very tired now because she's been waiting for you the whole night. You didn't come back home. So now go quickly, take the cows out to graze. So then as Krishna was proceeding into the forest with Baladev, then he saw Radharani's deity. Then he was telling, oh Radhe, please forgive me. I separated you from you for so long. Last night I had a horrible dream. In this dream, I was married to 16,000 queens and I went to a city on the bank of the ocean. And now I've woken up from that dream, he said. Now I'm again here with you. Then, but Radharani was not speaking because she was in the form of a deity. Then he said, oh, are you still angry at me? Then Baladev anyhow, he took Krishna away from there. And then as Krishna was herding all these cows, then he saw the ocean. Then he looked at Baladev and he said, brother, what is this? I thought this was the Yamuna, but it's actually the salty water of the ocean. And again he fell on the ground unconscious. And this way, this Navrindavan Leela took place. So you see here Krishna, although he is the king of kings in Dwaraka, all this Dwaraka, there's so many things, every moment he's only weeping in separation. And it was for this reason that he sent Baladev here to Vrindavan. And it is very important to note, I was just saying in the morning, that don't think that Baladev was dancing with his own set of gopis. Rather, what did he do? He encouraged the gopis to engage in kirtan. He said, all of you engage in this singing and dancing, and then Krishna will automatically appear. Just as when Krishna left the rasa dance, and all of you sang the Gopi Geet, and Krishna appeared, similarly all of you started doing kirtan again. And then Baladev himself started doing kirtan with everyone. And then Krishna himself manifested in that place, and he was the one who engaged in the Rasa Leela with all the gopis. And it is for this reason that on the same tithi of Baladev Rasa Yatra, it is also Krishna's Vasanti Rasa Yatra. This Rasa Yatra that took place in the spring. So all these Leelas, they had very deep, intimate, confidential moods underlying within them. No? So our only prayer, the fruit of our sadhana is that we can imbibe these moods in our lives. Imbibe these moods and then hope to be be a part of these leelas, be a part of these pastimes, and make our lives successful. So, following in the feet of Sri Guru and Vaishnavas, we can pray that these sthidis we can observe to the best of our ability and gradually proceed on this path of Krishna. So Sri Brihad Bhagavatamrita ki jai, Sanatana Goswami Pad ki jai, Baladev Prabhu ki jai, Tadya Rasyatra ki jai, Hanuman Jayanti ki jai, Shamananda Prabhu Sivadana Chandra Bhakti ki jai, Shri Gurudev Brahmadev Prabhu Bhagavad ki jai, Anant Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai,